Welcome to Mike Drop Sports Halftime Report. Titans Steelers, Acrisure Stadium, Thursday night football. The Pittsburgh Steelers are definitely not playing their best football game. The Pittsburgh Steelers are getting ate up in the secondary as usual. DeMonte Casey having a horrible game. You got Patrick Peterson who's getting toasted also. The Pittsburgh Steelers secondary allowing that Titans offense to march down the field right before the first half ends and get that 3 points, which is going to prove to probably hurt the Steelers immensely considering that they got the ball in the first half and elected to not get that second half kickoff, which might prove to bite the Pittsburgh Steelers. The secondary is getting tore up on the Steelers defense. The front is doing well. They're getting pressure, playing against a banged up Titans front on their offense. The Steelers are putting pressure on Levis. However, that secondary is just giving up wide open players. Looks like tons of miscommunication without Minkah Fitzpatrick back there directing traffic. I think it's really showing that it's hurting the Steelers without their all-pro Minkah Fitzpatrick. The Steelers on offense are getting not their best ball game, not their best result. I think they are a little bit better, but Kenny Pickett continues to miss wide open receivers. And more, I'm starting to think that Kenny Pickett is more of the problem than anything in Pittsburgh right now. Actually, Jaylen Warren, you got to get him involved. Guys, I said it all week. Jaylen Warren is going to have a big game if you get him involved, and when he touches the football, good things are happening. And I think if you're the Steelers, you got to come out of the half and really commit to Jaylen Warren. And Najee Harris has had some good moments tonight with one touchdown, but Jaylen Warren is that difference maker. He is very dynamic. He can do different things that Najee Harris just can't do. And if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers on offense, also, you got to start getting those quick hitter underneath type throws, those quick slants. Get that trips to one side and slant underneath those double receivers from the outside. And I think that will create some yards after catch and really help Kenny Pickett get some quality throws under his belt and get comfortable, because I feel like he's missing throws, and I'm not sure why. He just seems so uncomfortable all the time. The offensive line is playing a little bit better. I got to say that. Broderick Jones, the addition tonight at the right tackle position, I think it's helped the Pittsburgh Steelers on offense, especially in the run game at times. But if you're the Steelers, you have to come out and play complete half of football here. Otherwise, I think you're going to wind up losing to the Tennessee Titans and drop into 4-4. And I think if you're the Steelers, this is the moment that you have to dig deep. This is the moment that is going to define your season right here. This half of football is the moment that is going to tell you whether you're going to be good enough to make the playoffs or make a push, or are you just going to be mediocre, middle of the road. And that's what we've come to expect with Mike Tomlin-led teams lately. And that is mediocre, middle of the road, just above 500, and that's good enough. And I don't think that that's good enough anymore if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers franchise. I think that you need to start really loosening things up, and I think Matt Canada on the sideline tonight has proven to be a little bit better for Kenny and the whole offense. But they got to quit making mental errors, and they got to start getting a little bit more exotic and letting Kenny get comfortable. Run some tempo. Start putting some points on the board, because this Steelers defense is really not playing their best football tonight. And if you're the Steelers offense, you can't lean on that defense tonight. You got to really start making some plays and put some points on the board. And if the Steelers can't come out and score at least 14 more points, they lose this ball game. Steelers have to get 14 points in the second half. They have to, because Will Levis and the Tennessee Titans are going to probably put up at least 20, in my opinion. So, if you're the Steelers, there's several things you can still do, and I think the game is looking up. It's a tight ball game, 13-10, and I think the Steelers can still pull this out. I predicted 24-10, but I'm going to say the Steelers will get to that 24 points, but I'm not sure if the Tennessee Titans can be held to that 13 that they have right now. So I'm already over on my prediction with the Titans. They've already got me by 3, but I think I'm going to be roundabouts. I think that it's going to end up maybe being 16 or 20 points for the Titans, but I do think the Steelers pull this one out and get to that 24-point mark and take home that victory. But we'll see how this second half goes. Holcomb injury, bad news for the Steelers. But we'll continue to watch and continue to see how this goes. Don't forget the live show after the game, probably about 15 minutes after the game, we'll get it going. And we'll talk about this game and its outcome. But so far, It is what it is. Kind of same old, with some bright spots here and there. All right, guys. Mic Drop Sports. I'm Jason. Thanks for stopping by the Halftime Report, and we'll see you next time. Peace.